Thank you so much for tuning in again, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Elena, I'm an artist and content creator, and I love Japan. I stayed there for 2 weeks and we came back on Wednesday. Today is Saturday while I'm filming this, so my experience is very fresh and I would like to share everything that I bought in Japan with you. The funny thing is, this time I really bought some stuff because last year when I stayed for way longer, 3 months, I almost bought nothing because I couldn't take it with me because I was only traveling with hand luggage. I mean, I got a big bag at the end of my trip, but still, I think the only thing that I bought was maybe some stickers and Japanese screen tones. I think that was pretty much it. I made myself a peppermint tea. I hope you grabbed something for yourself as well. Get cozy and I will share my Japan treasures with you. Oh, this is so hot. Yeah, still too hot. There's a lot of leaves in it. Okay, the first thing. I'm already getting excited. I was on 2 missions and ended up being on 3 missions in terms of things that I want to get for myself. The first thing, and my patrons will probably know what I'm talking about. Actually, I wanted to get a Miffy lamp. If you don't know what Miffy is a rabbit bunny. It is created by Dick Bruna. The funny thing about that is that the first time I saw this bunny many years back, I thought it was ugly. And for some reason, last year when I went to Japan, I saw products of them again and I was like, I want to have that. I love that. I like that. And then I fell down a rabbit hole. So, like I said, I wanted to get a Miffy lamp. A lot of other people also have this Miffy lamp. And I looked it up on Amazon and it is pretty pricey, I would say. So I wanted to get the middle one, not the tiny one, not the big one, the middle one. I think you know what I mean with that. And it was around 70 euro. And I thought to myself, the yen is pretty low at the moment. I might get this lamp in Japan. I wanted to check if I might get it a little bit cheaper. Turns out it was exactly the same price like on Amazon, and in other online stores I looked this lamp up. So I decided for now against it because there are also so many cool other lamps out there. I sadly couldn't find one in Japan yet, but I'm pretty sure that I will find something in the future. I visited, okay, wait, let me check that real quick because I visited a lot of Miffy stores. There are a lot of Miffy stores in Kyoto and in Tokyo, for example, and I went to like the normal Miffy stores but also to the flower Miffy stores. Yeah, okay, it was 5 stores. I went into 5 stores which had Miffy inside. Honestly, I visited even more stores that had Miffy products inside. Not like a Miffy store, but they had Miffy products. There are so many shops who have stuff of Miffy, in case you're wondering. But I got this. And everything that you will see today, I haven't opened anything except for the clothing, but I kept everything in pristine condition because I wanted to open it in front of you and share my excitement with you. This one I got from Flower Miffy and that was in Osaka, I think. I had this in my hand luggage. Number 1. I think we should start with this one because this is the first mug I saw in another store and then in another store again, and I was like, okay, I will get this when I come to Tokyo because I saw this first in Kyoto. Dick Bruna mug cup collection. Pretty cute. I really liked the color on this one and also how they made the whole mug. Oh, the packaging is so cute. There are little clover leaves here. Here is the beauty. I love this mug. It's an orange red and it's really punchy with a little bit of green in the middle, and the white of the mug is also a teeny tiny bit yellowish, really just a teeny tiny bit, maybe even also a little bit gray, and it's a pretty decent mug. It also still has a sticker on here. I have to get rid of that. I think you can even put it in the dishwasher because I think it's ingrained or something here. It's also really light. That is the first thing that I got and I'm really happy with it. Cute! The second mug I got was also in the same store. It is so cute. It is a very floral one, so it was also a flower Miffy store. And it's also a tiny mug. Oh my god, I just saw a really cute detail. So it's really tiny, has a lot of flowers on it, and you're not prepared for it. This is the mug. It is so cute. Little birdie, Disney birdie almost. And I just saw this detail in the mug, the bunny face. I'm a little bit afraid if it might fade if I put it into the dishwasher, so I have to think about that. Now I know why I maybe like this mug so much. The flowers on it are all there in the spring, I would say. And I love spring. Spring is my favorite season. Like I said, it's a really small mug compared to this one. These are my two Miffy treasures, and I'm really happy that I'm picky like I am, and that I don't get too much stuff and just really pick out the stuff that I truly want to have. I feel very, very good about this purchase. This was my Miffy haul. The second mission I was on. Some of you may know this character. I got introduced to it a few years ago, probably through Fren, I think. So Frenert. And I've seen it last year in Sekaido, but I didn't got it because, like I said, I didn't have any space in my bag. While I was doing my research and planning the Japan trip, I stumbled upon, sorry for butchering this, a whole Fueki store. And I thought at first that it is in Tokyo. And while looking through everything and feeling super excited, knowing that I definitely will go there, I saw that it is in Osaka. And actually, we planned 2 days in Kyoto and all the rest of it in Tokyo. And then my mind started wandering and I looked up, okay, how far is Osaka from Kyoto? Because I was there last year, but in my head, I thought that Osaka is way more far away from Kyoto. But actually, it is not that far. So you can get there under an hour, like 50 or 52 minutes by train from Kyoto to Osaka station. And I knew that I need to do this for myself. So I decided, okay, on the second day we will be in Japan. We will have to go to Osaka and go into the store. We also did something different in Osaka, but I will talk about that later because it's also part of this whole very exciting. I will show you some footage now that you can experience the vibe and know what I'm talking about now, because there were so many products. They really put, man, I just love Japan. They put so much love and care into packaging and also the whole vibe of the store and everything insane. I have no idea what this is. Oh, it's for lips. A lipstick. I want everything in a teeny tiny toothbrush for your cat. A mask for your face. And then you look like Fueki. Toothpaste. But why is there a chart? What is that? Let's find out. It's a medical cream. I have no idea. Whole body. Okay. That's not a lot for your body. Hand cream. There's even Hello Kitty. I don't know why. It's Fueki from the same people like from Hello Kitty. I like all of these designs. Pretty heavy. Oh, okay, it's a glass one. We don't want that. I like the look of it though. The pattern. I want a big, not a towel, not like this. These are pretty common in Japan, like these tiny ones. But I want something bigger. I don't think that Fueki is from Sanrio, but I think that they did a thing together. I'm not sure because I never seen these two together, but I like the look of it. Oh my god, it looks really cute. Looks like an old man with the cheeks. This one's a little bit creepy, to be honest, like in a horror movie or so. I want this one, but as a sticker. I love the design of it. That's cute. And now I can see the dog. I can't see the dog in... Okay, I can see a dog here. But I can't see the dog in here. This looks like a human to me. And this is way more dog. I want a sticker of it. Sticker. It's very German. I saw that they have a red one and a green one with something like this on it. I like it more than the pastel. This is way too big. What do you think? No?
I thought I would get a new cap. That's a cool color. This is for collecting stamps, I think. Now I get it. That's the glue, but in liquid, I think. This is so cool, old school. What's that? Ah, I think this is for writing notes. Yeah, it's a notepad. Cute! Grocery shopping list. So many cute ideas. I mean, honestly, these are way too precious to just make your grocery store list, but it's a really cute idea. I think that's the original glue. That's the smaller one, that's the bigger one, and this is the stick. But this one is cuter. Oh my god, this is mine, definitely. And this one is also cute. I love this one. Maybe I will find another one. How many products will I get?
2 max.
I think this will be more.
I told you, it's incredible. I got 3 items from the store. The first one, because I just needed it, I just wanted the classic one. So this is really the Fueki glue dog that many Japanese kids, I guess, got. I haven't looked inside that yet. Like I said, I kept everything in pristine condition. I heard that the glue is not that well. It's like, it is a cornstarch glue. There were many other heads filled with candy or different stuff like you saw in the footage, but they all looked, from the color, a little bit different, and I really like this rich yellow and red. I wanted the original. So that's the first thing that I got. And this is a sticker I'm so happy about. I think I said that in the footage. I found this tray with an illustration of Fueki on it, and I said I would love to have a sticker of that. And while browsing through the store, I found this sticker. It is amazing. I will put that on a sketchbook or somewhere else where I can have it forever and ever. This is the bag. How much was that? 330 yen. That is €2.08. Yes, about that. The other thing that I got is a really cute washi tape. I really like the illustrations on this one. These are the 3 things I got in this incredible store. I might pay it a visit again in the future. Incredible. My third mission came up through a post of Alessandra, Mais2. She posted about matches, like safety matches, because she found, I think, 2 boxes in a vintage store in Kyoto. I saw that in one of her stories, and I asked her, may I ask where you found these? And she sent me the place where she got it. I sadly didn't find any time to visit this place. I really tried to make it happen, but it wasn't possible because someone wanted to go to Osaka and go into a Fueki shop. But I found the perfect matchbox at Fushimi Inari Taisha, so Fushimi Inari Shrine, and it has this on the front, the kitsune foxes, and on the back the torii gates. And the most perfect thing was that the matches were white. So I got these, and we also visited another place called Bumpodo. It is in Jimbojo, Tokyo, which is also known as Booktown. I made a whole video about that. You can see the link above. Go watch it after you watch this video in case you haven't checked it out yet. And they had such a cool selection. I kid you not. There were 2 baskets full of them. And I went full in there with my bare hands and shoveled everything out. And I built towers and towers of matchboxes and ended up, I'm very proud of myself, with 4 of these matchboxes. I'm starting with the funny, weird ones ones first. This is one of them. They look very vintage-like. I really love the bats and also the butterflies. It's weird and I love that. The matches were black, by the way. Then I have this one, the Dragon Safety Match. Really love that. This one looks pretty... When you look at this, you know immediately that, okay, this is from Japan, the geisha. And the last one, I really like the illustration on it. It looks really artsy. These are my 5 matchboxes that I got in Japan. And now comes the most sad story about these. I'm still so sad. I couldn't take the matches with me because they are completely prohibited. At least from the airline I was flying with. We were flying with Air China. Never again, by the way. Because I read online that you can take 1 box of matches with you to Narita Airport. But it also depends on the airline. So I gave all of my matches to a friend of mine. Throughout this whole experience, I also stumbled upon that collecting matches is a real thing. There's a word for that. It is called philomeny. Philomeny? I have no idea how to say this. And I think, even though I'm a minimalist, I found something that I like to collect. I'm still very picky. I really feel like this could be my thing. Because I also have, this has nothing to do with my Japan stuff. This matchbox, because it's green, I really like the mixture of everything. This is a matchbox that I have in my room for quite a while now. And it became decor. And now I have additional decor. Another thing I got at Bumpodo is an eraser. It is a cat, and if you're using it well, it will look like this. I got a Fuji-san eraser last year. Now I also have a cat one. Haven't used the Fuji one yet, but I thought that the cat one and the Fuji one would be really great for product pictures, cute stuff around my cute products. This is not only for erasing purposes, it's even more for displaying purposes and taking pictures and so on. This one was also 330 yen, so €2 something. Speaking of cute stationery stores, I visited Sekaido again. I have a whole Sekaido video on my Patreon in case you want to check that out. And I got something that I wanted to get for I think at least 2 years now. Actually, I wanted to get something really cute, but I couldn't find anything yet. And this one was really cheap. And I also like the color of it, so I got it now. For some reason it reminds me of my cricket, and I really had a hate relationship with my cricket. I hope this one does a better job than my cricket. I'm pretty sure that's not so hard to achieve. This is a tape cutter, a washi tape, masking tape cutter. This is how you do it. What else? What else? Like I said, we also went to Kyoto, and Kyoto is the place for matcha. And we also went to a place within Kyoto that is very much known for matcha, and that is Uji. Uji is full of matcha stuff. I can show you some footage now. I also want to show some more footage in another video of mine, but just that you get an example of how it is in Uji. It's a really beautiful place, very touristy, I must say. So on every corner you turn, there's matcha ice cream, matcha, everything matcha. I'm a matcha person. I really love matcha. I need to be careful with it because it has caffeine in it. But if I get the chance to eat really yummy matcha stuff, I will take it. And I took it. So I ate quite a few things and also took this matcha with me. I went out of matcha a few months ago even. I wanted to give this one a try. You don't need to go to Uji to get this matcha. I even saw that at, I think, Tokyo Station and other places. Uji is just for the vibe. Uji is, like I said, Uji is a really beautiful place. It's exactly nearby a lot of water, and there are a lot of herons and beautiful trees, really nice shrines. We visited 2 shrines. Oh, and now I'm speaking of that. No, I want to share that later because I want to have these combined together. You will see what I'm talking about. So yeah, I got the matcha. Speaking of drinks, actually that was another mission of mine. I personally was never really into gacha, so Gashapon. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, you may have seen, I don't want to show you what's inside, these round thingies. Basically, you buy teeny tiny plastic for a few yen. Most of them are really cheap. Most of them are like 200 yen or 500 yen, and people collect those. And like I said, I'm pretty minimalistic and I was never really into that. But there's one thing I really wanted to get.
First ever gacha moment for myself. I want this one. I want the nectar one. Fingers crossed. I got exactly what I wanted. I'm so happy! I'm happy because I bought plastic. Yes!
So I have my very own teeny tiny nectar now. I won't put this on my keys. This will be displayed. I want to have this in safety. Let's put you inside here again. Actually, when you buy a gacha, you give this plastic ball back, but I couldn't find any of these baskets, so I took it with me. It's also good for traveling because it's safe, but I mean, it takes up space, so... Ah yeah, this is something I wanted to get, not specifically this one, but I wanted to get some sort of fabric for our scanner because at the moment I have this super ugly kitchen towel, which is also super dirty. When I was at Julio's DIY hostel last year, I saw this very known Fuji-san artwork of Hokusai. He had said artwork as a noren. Noren are these fabric thingies that you see at Japanese restaurants, for example, so like the fabric that you go through, it's like cut in the middle and you can go through that. During our travels I didn't stumble upon one. I knew where I could get one, but I didn't really want to go there, so I said maybe magic will happen. While we were filming another video, I found this, and this is perfect. It's perfect size. Isn't that amazing? I love that. It is so beautiful. Look at these colors. Kind of ashamed that I will put it only on the scanner, to be honest. Still, I'm super happy with this purchase. It's super beautiful. I got this at Tsutaya bookstore in Ginza, in case you want to get this as well. I think I also saw this in other shops, but not as pretty as this one. Speaking of fabrics, here's a very fun purchase of mine. I wanted to get this last year, but like I said, I didn't have any room for that, and I also got it at the place I found it last year, which was nearby the shared house I stayed at last year, near Otsuka Station, in a very specific Daiso, where I also got other things I will show you in a sec. And it's this Japanese clothing hangers. In the end, it looks like this. There are all these thingies here on which you can put your clothing on and your socks and your underwear and stuff. I really enjoyed these in Japan, so I wanted to get one for myself. I looked them up online as well, but they were pretty expensive, and I got this one for 550 yen. And I mean, there are some gacha, like you saw how small these are, which were 500 yen, and this is 550 yen. This is €3.47. This. I mean, okay, it's plastic, I get it, but this is so cool. Another thing I also got at said Daiso, the price is also insane. So I wanted to get some cute ramen bowls and found these ones. They are really huge. They are quite heavy, completely ceramic. And honestly, I think in Germany, for example, you would pay for these maybe €24-25. I bought two. They cost 220 yen, which is €1.39. €1.39 each. Like, what? Of course, I also had these in my hand luggage. The price and the quality, wow. Now moving on to the clothing. I think we only had one day without any plans, without any, okay, we have to go somewhere, we have to shoot somewhere, we have to meet someone. So I went to Harajuku because it's the place for fashion stuff. And Takeshita Street is a lot. There are a lot of people. Last year, when I went there in the morning, there weren't really that much people, but this time, even in the morning, so many people. What is going on? I checked out a few stores, and this is something, a tip of mine for you, in case you also want to check out fashion in Japan. At Takeshita Street especially, don't buy the thing right away. Like if you find a skirt or a jumper or anything, also check out other stores as well. I did that. So I wrote down the things that I found that I liked, that I was searching for. I wrote down the price. A few of these stores have actually the same things in their stores, and maybe you're lucky and you will find something for a little bit cheaper. The first thing I saw, but I didn't see it in any other stores, was this skirt, this very long skirt in sage. And as you might know, I'm very much into green and very much into sage and brown. This one cost me 3,850 yen, 24 euros and 8 cents. And I got this at the store Silhouette. I also bought another thing at Silhouette, which is, I don't know if you even call these straps. Not that I'm saying something incorrect now. You will see what I'm talking about. You probably have seen this before. And I personally think that it looks really cool. For example, on top of a t-shirt. There's a very specific look I was searching for. I found this picture on Pinterest many months ago. When I entered the store, they also had one with 2 of these belts. I would have loved even like 3 or 4 belts, but the problem was the straps here, they were going like this, but it didn't have this thingy in the back. Actually, I'm not that much of a fan of this look in the back because my shoulder blades are very sharp. They stand out a bit. I personally don't want to put that much attention on that. And for me personally, it looks a little bit weird when I have something in between them. But this is really good to make this whole thing sturdy because like I said, the other thing didn't have this middle thingy here. It was just like the left and right strap. And every time I tried it was slipping from my shoulders and I knew immediately, okay, this is sadly not working. I will have to get this one. And while I was looking at it more and more, I was like, okay, it's totally fine. It looks good. It also gives me major Resident Evil vibes like Mila Jovovich. I also would have loved to get this in a brown, like for example, the brown inside. Here. That would look really cool. Or these transparent rubber ones with a brown tint to it or something. I would love to wear that. This was, like I said, also from Silhouette and it cost me 2,530 yen, which is 15 euros and 82 cents. That's so cheap and it is good quality. Yeah, I take that. Another skirt I got is also something that you will see very often in Japan. It's very much the same to the green one, but this one has even more layers and it is a black one. In the store I found this one. I saw a woman walking around with I think exactly this one but in brown and I was looking at her. I was like, where did you get that? I want to have that. But sadly I couldn't find any brown one. While looking on myself wearing this one, I thought to myself, I think it's good that I get a black one because it matches everything really good. I think it's good to also have some basic pieces in black. This one I got at Vego and this cost me 3,959 yen, which is 24 euros and 76 cents. Now I want to show you a few things that I didn't bought, but I got them from friends, from people I met in Japan. Like I said before, we went to Osaka not only for the Fueki store, but also I contacted Julio and Etsuko again. In case you haven't checked the video out, I met Julio at his incredible DIY hostel and also his friend Etsuko. I have to clarify something because I thought that Etsuko is the wife of Julio, which is not the case. Etsuko works for Julio, just to clarify that. It was so nice to see them again. Etsuko and Julio, they gifted us so much stuff. We were really like, what is going on? Besides getting snacks from them, really incredible snacks, we also got kimonos. Both of them are actually for women. Julio came to us with the whole basket like, here, choose, take what you want. I decided on this one because I liked the green in the back and the flowers. They are really, really beautiful. Like I said, the one from Paul is also actually for women. It's completely black with, I think it's a river with a sakura on it. The whole look is incredible. Then we were also allowed to choose between some fabrics. I decided on this checkerboard pattern. I really like this one. Paul got this blue one with a lot of sakura on it. I got this one, green and white with leaves and such. They were so generous to us. I feel so honored. Another thing I got, Josh was so kind and he got me a jam, a kiwi jam, which looks pretty sick. I already tried this. It is delicious. In case you don't know Josh, his handle is Josh in Japan, GG. Josh is streaming and is very much into riding his bike. He's really active. He's also modeling, also playing video games and so on. A really nice and cool person. You can check him out on Twitch and on YouTube. He's more active on Twitch at the moment and here's a fun video of him looking like Gollum.
You look like Gollum.
We reached the last 4 items. I decided on doing them at the end and putting them together because they are all bunny themed. The first items I got these at Uji. Like I told you, Uji, the matcha place in Kyoto. I got these at Ujigami Shrine. The entry is free. It's probably the oldest Shinto shrine in Japan, which is pretty sick. And they have bunny charms. And I said, we will go there. And I got these 2. One of them is for a friend of mine. The other one is for me. I got a white one. I should have warned you because they are so freaking cute. This is the white one. So this is the one that I will keep for myself. I'm not that sure for what they stand for, but I think it was success and health. And this one is for my friend. It's a complete pink one. They are so cute. Look at this one. I even like the pink one, like the face, more than the white one. The white one, the head looks more like from a human, and the pink one is really round and from a bunny. On our trip through Shimokitazawa, in case you don't know this place, Shimokitazawa is also in Tokyo and it is a very hipster place. If you're into vintage fashion, into second-hand fashion and so on, Shimokitazawa is a really good place, sometimes quite pricey, and I got a random there. I wasn't looking for something like that. We went into a store. There's a word for these kind of stores. I will ask a friend and I will implement that word here. They have so many things inside. Honestly, you can get lost in these shops. Maybe also not even see everything because there is literally so much stuff. You can go into this corner and then you can go into this other corner and it's just like you're going in circles. It's so much stuff. They had these really cool vintage looking animals and I saw this one. I love it. It is perfect for taking pictures and it also gives me a little bit Silent Hill vibes. This one was a little bit pricier. It was 1,200 yen, 7 euros and 57 cents. Still okay for me. Kodama toy. And the last thing, which I now have in my hands, I found this on a Sunday after I visited Nana. I stayed at her shared house last year and we had a really nice dinner together. While I was walking home to our Airbnb, there was something laying on the ground and actually I wanted to get a random plushie from Daiso, but only if it would have spoken to me. Something cutesy, something really cheap, something that I would put on my bag or something. But I couldn't find anything. And then I found this hair tie laying on the ground. Now I can say it is not me. The bunnies, they want to get to me. So I found this one. I still, now that I'm thinking about it, I still have to wash it. Oh my god, this is so funny. And it is even from Daiso. I just saw Daiso Industries. This is actually a hair tie. I know that I won't use it as a hair tie. And the cool thing is it has this thingy here on the back and I can make a chain on it and make a charm. I didn't have to pay for that. Even though I got a lot of funny stuff, this one chose me. I thought this is a really funny coincidence and I took it with me. This was my Japan haul. I hope that you enjoyed this one. Please don't forget to give this video a like. Thank you so much for watching the video to the end. As always, a huge shout out, so much love to my patrons. In case you want to support me and my channel, my work in general, you can do that on Patreon, or you can also check out my online store and get something nice for yourself or for your loved ones. I will see you in my next video. Bye!